Action.
Where was he going to put the device?
In the New Year's balls.
The balls.
My interrogation scene is so fantastically ridiculous. I was chained to this hospital bed, and I wake up, and they tell me that I've been in a car accident, and then Liam Neeson's giving me this interrogation, and when he gets the information that he wants, the walls all fall away.
Did you get all that?
Every word.
And they keep falling away, doing new reveals.
Did we get all that?
We got it.
And you just keep heightening and building it, and the absurdity makes it all the more funny.
Did you get all that?
Loud and clear.
Great. Got it.
The scene that is the most one-to-one direct spoof of something else from another real movie is the Mission Impossible hospital scene. Everything else, we're just trying to capture the spirit of the genre that we're spoofing, whether that is at that moment a police procedural or an old school noir or like a more modern big action blockbuster. But the Mission Impossible scene is a one-to-one spoof.
Impressive. Just one thing. How were you able to build these sets so quickly?
I just told some city contractors that I'd pull their licenses if they didn't help us.
Getting to put it together was really fun because you get to build a hospital room with walls that fall, and then another room with walls that go up to the ceiling, and then a third room where it's the soundstage walls as kind of a warehouse.
Our process was as we prevised it, we animated it, and we built the scenery in animation, and we went through each step, and we did all the shots in animation, and then we were able to reverse engineer it from that information.
You're laying in this bed here, and these walls just fell down, and then all of a sudden there's another warehouse here, and you can see it up high. That's been flown up, and then there's one more as I take the walls down right now. We tried to make each material unique unto itself. I've done a lot of theater in my life, so it's basically a theater joke. You know, all the tricks, this is just not real.
What is happening?
How is getting a confession like this legal?
Sometimes to get the job done, you have to break the law. I do it all the time.
These walls are put on a cable, and they just dropped them. The cable kept them from hitting the floor too hard, but actually big walls will still float down, and they have pads on the back. You can see all the rigging up here, and this is all counter-rigged, and they literally pull this whole wall up. The brick walls are on like a rigged arbor system, and they motored them up. They built them as one unit, and they pulled them up. And then the other walls, we decided just it would be easier just to take them out.
It was all done practically. I mean, everywhere in the movie that we could do something for real, not using VFX, we did. It's just so much funnier when you can tell they really did it. Because I think it makes it way better.
Every time I was surprised by it because you really feel like you're in an actual room, in a hospital room, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, where am I actually? They achieved it every single time.
Hector Gutierrez, Department of Occupational Safety and Health. Officer Barnes, you are under arrest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Shooting in the arena was an interesting challenge.
The best thing we did was we hired really talented people, real fighters that do it every single day. So we came up with some concepts and some fighting ideas, and then they executed them.
5 minutes down, there is the horn signifying the end of round one.
This is our prima donna here.
Oh my God, it's almost time for the main event. I'm Michael Bisping, former UFC middleweight champion of the world.
I'm John Anik, I'm the play-by-play announcer for the UFC, and I am playing myself in the movie.
I love you. I love you. Never mind that. This is the legendary Wilbur Fitzgerald, Esquire.
And my nickname is
Dan the Bloody Widowmaker Daly. Welcome, Dan.
I left my wife at home and she was wearing makeup. Said she didn't have any plans. What do you think that's about?
And a lot of people remember Dodger Stadium for the Naked Gun.
Hey! Say! What do you mean, say?
The fact that mixed martial arts has arrived in this way is pretty exciting for us. Well, none of this would be possible without tonight's chief sponsor, Edentex Richard King.
What was it like shooting the New Year's balls scene?
Comms working. I'm in position. Nice work, Frank.
I have a particular design in mind where these New Year's Eve balls have to drop, which will cause a certain amount of chaos.
Even the device is called the plot device. The little device that's in these balls that come down.
I can't quite read.
Like in Times Square, but we have 2 of them. And it's in the crypto.com arena. We call it the Ponzi scheme.com arena. People don't realize how complicated those things that fall in Times Square are. They're big, huge geodesic domes put together, 2 halves to make a round shape. They're covered with crystals, and the crystals spin. We didn't take it quite that far, but our balls did work very well.
What the hell is going on? But the balls drop too early, so I discover that someone's messing with my balls. And his legs are sticking out of the balls.
The TV networks have blurred what's happening here, so I will try to paint a picture. The legs themselves are pale and white, sprinkled with cinnamon soft hair.
There might be an individual dangling inside of those, so I think that'll be me.
We really did hang the New Year's Eve ball from the roof of an arena, and a stunt person named Mark, who was doing Liam's stunts, had to be on a little catwalk up there and then flip his body upside down into the New Year's ball and have it descend from the ceiling. So he really did it.
Does not look that comfortable in there.
Over and over and over, with all the blood rushing to his head, and you'd look up and way up high you'd see his little legs coming out.
I got it. I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna get out.
Not gonna be easy. Everywhere I look, something reminds me of that.
I love the Naked Guns. I thought that they were really funny.
Thank you.
The Naked Gun original movies, they were fun and a lot of giggles.
I knew that eventually our dream would come true. One day we'd have our own little Frank Drebin Jr.
I did see the first Naked Gun in a theater. I was a little young for it, but I didn't want to admit that. So I was getting probably half the jokes.
We also would like
and just laughing along to the half that I didn't get.
I was a big fan of the Naked Gun movies.
I still don't think I should tell you.
Can you spot me at 20? How about now?
All right, I'm going down to Ludwig's office.
Naked Gun is something we need right now.
Nothing to see here!
We need to laugh at something that's trying to take itself too seriously.
How hot and wet do you like it?
Very hot and awfully wet.
And we need more Liam Neeson.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad, the new version. Our film has the same tone as the originals. It certainly does not insult them. And it is called Naked Gun. Cover me.
They're just such crazy, silly comedies.
She had a full set of curves.
It was the kind of dressing down you usually have to pay for in the basement of a laundromat. But
She had the kind of hips you wanted to put a hula hoop on and spin. The kind that
Fellas, do you mind?
Definitely the inspiration comes from the original Naked Gun. Having Akiva direct, he definitely put his own twist on it.
Pretty smooth.
Hey, guys!
So I got the call saying, how would you like to do a new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson?
I tell you, this place is falling apart.
And that kind of opened my mind to the possibilities of how it could be a new thing, how it could exist alongside the old Naked Gun and honor the old Naked Gun and take the spirit of the old Naked Gun, but maybe be a new movie.
Now that is a real man.
Here's a picture of Leslie Nielsen. We knew we wanted our Frank Drebin Jr. to be a junior, so we thought it'd be fun to have where he comes up to the shrine and pay respect to the legend and to the character.
Hi, Daddy.
That kind of says it all, right? He can look up to his dad. He can respect the old movie.
I want to be just like you, but at the same time, be completely different and original.
My part of this was really just having the thought that Liam Neeson would be really funny in a Naked Gun reboot. It's really the extent of my contribution to this iteration. Akiva and his team came along and were able to kind of crack the nut that we weren't. He just took it and ran with it, and 100% of the credit goes to him. That's been fun, to really see this piece of IP that I grew up with and that I loved, and watch him take this and give a real reason for doing a reboot.
There's a famous montage from the first Naked Gun that is very enjoyable. And in this one, we were like, man, how do we do a montage that feels completely different from that? There's been so many montages in so many movies doing kind of 80s love montages. And I was trying to think of a fresh approach. And at 4 in the morning, I woke up and it came to me and I literally just wrote beat for beat the bullet points into my phone's notes app. And it's almost identical to what is in the movie. A CG snowman was what everybody assumed it had to be right off the bat, and we kept going, no, it should be a puppet. It should be a person in a suit. And it ended up being the Henson Company that was able to do it, and they did such a good job making that suit. A very nice puppeteer would get into that suit, and then another puppeteer would be off to the side controlling eyebrows so that the eyebrows could get angry. It was just a delight every time it was on set. That's the dream, is to think up something like the snowman and then have people building it and coming and doing all the goofy stuff with it. I was very happy with the snowman.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. Joblo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.